Similar triangles, similar polygons, that's what we're doing in class right now. Okay, remember the characteristics of similar figures is that the corresponding angles are congruent and the corresponding side lengths are in proportion. They are proportional. Okay, so let's look at these two triangles. We've got triangle ABC and triangle MHS. We're saying that triangle ABC is similar to triangle MHS, and we know that because of the angle-angle similarity. We look at the congruency marks. We say angle A and angle M are congruent, angle B and angle H are congruent. That's what those marks mean. Angle, angle, two angles are congruent. That means that the third angle must be congruent because all three angles of triangles add to 180. So if two of them add to that, the third one has to be equal to each other. So these two triangles are similar because they have two angles that are congruent. Angle, angle, similarity. Now, if we want to find the lengths, that's what we're trying to get to find the lengths of the missing sides. We notice we have 3, 4, and 5 is the lengths of three sides of the small triangle. 5 is the length of one side, and then X and Y are the length of the other two sides. We look at this small triangle, we say that this side AC is between the right angle and this single congruency marked angle. And similarly, this one is also there. So these two sides correspond. MS and AC correspond. Similarly, we can look at it. AB will correspond with which one? It will correspond with MH. They're both opposite the right angle. And that means that CB must correspond with SH. So we can set up our series of ratios. AC is going to make a nice ratio with MS. AB gets along with MH. And CB wants to hang out with SH. And all of them will have that same ratio as this ratio, AC to MS, which is 3/5. So to figure out how long X and Y are, we have to simply set up and solve proportions. We say that AB is to MH, AB is to MH, 5/Y as 3 is to 5. That's our ratio. So then we solve it by cross multiplying and then solving for the variable. Okay. So we go 5 times 5, that's 25, 3y, 3y, 25 divided by 3 equals y. So we get 8 1/3, or approximately 8.3. Same thing with the CB. CB is to SH as 4/x, 3/5. 4 times 5, that's 20. 3 times x, that's 3x. X is 20/3, which is 6 2/3, or approximately 6.7. Okay. So that's how you do these proportion things. You got to figure out what are the corresponding parts. Okay, so you look at this one, this is your turn. Look at the corresponding parts, you see that you got 7, and it must correspond with this, because there's that double hash mark. Oh, I didn't put the double hash mark in there. Let me put it in there right now. Okay. The double hash mark with the double hash mark, and the right angle and the right angle. Okay. So these two parts correspond. So you know that then this one corresponds with that one, and this one corresponds with that one. You can set up your ratios. Now remember, notice how I went from the small to the big and continue going from small to big. Okay. I could have gone from big to small, but then I would have to go from big to small. I would have 5/3 and y/5. Okay. You must be consistent with how you do it, otherwise you'll get your proportions incorrect. So that's your turn there. You want to do not only this one, but this one as well, and these other two. Okay. And give them a try. We're going to go over those in class, so if you have them ahead of time, you're ahead of the ball game.